Hi my gardening angels, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Jess, and today I'm going to be taking apart my terrarium that I built 10 months ago, I think is when it was now. It's probably more closer to 11. It's March now, and I think I planted this up April, I don't know, like the first 1 or 2 weeks of April last year. So it's almost been an entire year. I have outgrown my terrarium, so I definitely and desperately need to take out these succulents and replant them and kind of give them a new home. Maybe replant this terrarium in another video, but for now, definitely need to give these succulents a new home. I wanted to show you just how much it's grown. I'm gonna try to include clips from last year's video of me building this, so just so you can see how much the succulents have grown. I'll give you a little tour close up to the terrarium so you can really see how much it's grown, and hopefully kind of be able to do that side-by-side comparison. The other thing I did want to mention is that I have pretty much ignored this terrarium since I planted it. I've watered it, I think, a total of 3 times this entire year and barely watered it. And it's just lived underneath my grow shelves or on a windowsill pretty much this entire time. I did plant little baby cuttings or like little propagating babies in the bird bath that is buried somewhere in here. It's kind of a jungle if we're being honest. And so I kind of wanted to show you what they look like, see if they're even still alive, because I have not watered them. I hot glued them, you know, just kind of a little bit of everything, and it's been a really long time. They honestly though, the plants look great. They've put on a lot of color, they look really happy, and that's probably because I haven't watered them. But there are some that are starting to stretch out a little bit and need to be cut back, and then there's some that are touching the roof, and so they need to also be moved as well. So let me flip you guys around and we'll just kind of start taking this apart and giving you a little tour of what it looks like now. All right, so this is the front of the terrarium now. Look at all of these roots that you can see. How crazy is that? You can see the little bench, it's back there, and then way back there is the bird bath. I'll show you guys more when we are able to uncover it. It's kind of turned into an entire forest in here. But what I wanted to show you is look at how much this button plant has put on. And then my kalanchoes have kind of reached out. They've kind of outgrown their space here. And then these Echeveria Tippies, this here is a Lola. It looks like it stretched out a little bit. And then we have this really beautiful zebra Haworthia that looks amazing over here. And then we have some little jewels that have definitely stretched just a little bit too much to be happy. So we got lots of dead leaves on the bottom here. But again, I haven't paid attention to this for an entire year. We got lots of roots right here coming up. So let's start taking this apart. I don't even know where to start. I have a few pots that I'm just going to be putting the succulents in, and I'll probably just set them off to the side here for now. But I'm going to take this little spoon here and see if I can't start kind of digging around. Oh, it's like hard as a brick. Okay, so this is what is left of that little bird bath. Definitely a lot of dead ones, but also there's some still alive. So we got a little jewel, a little aeonium, some little buttons. This one looks like it might have gotten burnt. And then we got a little moonstone, a sedum. Let's take a look at this little moonstone guy if we can get him out. So here you can see the hot glue on the end here. Just going to pull that off. This is a hot glue. And then what they actually did is he made little aerial roots from up above since they weren't able to grow any roots underneath. But this was a little baby that I planted in here a year ago and is somehow still alive. And you know, I think it would have probably lived if I would have watered it. Look at this little ghost of a zebra haworthia. It's just a skeleton at this point, but I would say for a year and a bunch of neglect, this isn't that bad. Some dead leaves. They'll look a little rough. Extremely foliated. You don't want this. This one should have stayed about this size, but it probably just didn't get enough light. But it's still recoverable, so I'm just going to plant this up as is, and this should thicken up a little bit here, and then I can make a cut there and replant it. Little white fuzz here could mean mealybugs, so I'm just going to be really looking for anything that might look like a mealybug, because otherwise I don't want to put this back in with my others. So I don't know if you can see, but far in there, right where my nail is, that looks like a mealybug to me. So I'm just gonna squish it and look for any more. This one does not look so bad though, so it'd probably be safe to go back on the shelf. But really pretty succulent otherwise. I mean, it did really well in this terrarium. Okay, now time for the buttons. These look so good, you guys. All of these are super stretched out, and we will be propagating these most likely. All right, well, so this is our pile of collectibles out of that. I am obsessed with this pink new growth on this kalanchoe. I also think the buttons look so cute and just perfect. But just kind of wanted to show you guys the lot. I will be potting all of these back up with some soil and pumice and just kind of giving them a new fresh start. And then I'll probably clean up this terrarium and use it for another project here in the future. So stay tuned. So that is it for today's video. If you had any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I love to see your guys' feedback. or any questions that you have based on what I showed here. I'm really thrilled with how well this terrarium did over this past year. I normally put together arrangements and then take them apart only a few weeks later because I want to be able to do something else. And with this one, I really just kind of let it be. And so it was really fun to kind of be able to see the growth comparison and be able to show you guys how much the succulents actually did grow in a year. So if you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really supports my channel. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click subscribe so you don't miss any new videos that we come out with. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.